Today I'll be unboxing a product that I had to buy. I've needed a printer for a while. I don't live at home anymore, so I can't use my parents' printer, and I can only print out so much stuff at work before I get in trouble. So I needed just like a value printer. I don't believe in inkjet, to be honest. Unless you must print out photos at home, I can't think of a good reason to buy an inkjet printer. The nozzles dry up if you don't use them in, a couple months, and then you go and replace them. I mean, you can refill them, but that's a pain. So I got myself a cheap color laser printer. This color laser printer is under $200. It's a Samsung CLP-310N. It is network ready, so that means that you don't actually have to plug it directly into a computer. You can just plug it into your switch or your router. Okay, I actually don't know much about it beyond the fact that it is a cheap color laser printer. So what I can probably do once I get it set up is share with you the results in terms of printing. I mean, I guess we can look at the specs, although I'm not a printer expert. So it does up to 2400 dpi, that's dots per inch. It is ultra compact and it operates quietly. All of these are very good things for home use. That side is not in English. This side appears to be in English. Okay, so it's high speed. No, it uses high speed USB 2.0 rather. It's not high speed at all. It does up to 17 pages per minute in black, 4 pages per minute in color. That's letter size. And wow, that's all it really says. Okay, well, since we're not really going to get any more information about this printer from the box, why don't we open it up? The reason I like laser is because compared to ink, toner is, well, similar in price. And compared to ink, toner lasts a lot longer. So yeah, you're not going to get this printer for free with your, digital camera that you buy or whatever. You do actually have to pay for a printer, but the usable lifespan of it will be much, much longer because you'll probably get through years with maybe 1 or 2 toner refills, assuming you don't do a ton of printing at home. Alright, included cables, we have, I'm just going to sort of do this because it's easier. 1 power cable, so that's your standard computer power cable. Okay, that was it. And then we have a little thing in French. Actually has no English on it. Okay, it says something about registering your products. I can read French okay. Then we have a quick start guide. That'll be useful because I will want to get started quickly. And I have a box open, so naturally there are investigators who would like to see what's in the box. Okay, stop. Before returning this product to the store, please contact support. Okay, you know what? Other documentation. There is a disc with the driver on it. Don't install that. Download the latest from the Samsung website. Here is a random piece of foam. Okay, so let's go ahead and flip this right over and have a look at the printer itself. You know what's a rating I'd like to see on the outside of printer boxes? How many pages per toner cartridge? I think that would be a good thing to know because I would actually buy like a different printer. I'd buy one printer over another one based on more pages with 1 cartridge of toner. That would be useful. So this printer actually uses 4 separate cartridges. It uses 1 for black, 1 for yellow, 1 for blue, and 1 for pink. I think it's magenta, cyan, and something else. It fails me. Like I said, I'm more of a motherboard and RAM and CPU expert than a printer expert. I just kind of press the button and I hope that something comes out of it. That's the extent of what I know. The reason I went with a Samsung printer, I don't know if I mentioned this already, but this is something that I did have to buy. So many of my unboxings are not products that I paid my own hard-earned dollars for, but this is one of them. It is because I do use a Samsung black and white one at work. I think it's an ML1610. It's been incredibly reliable. I've done a ridiculous amount of printing on it, and I've never actually replaced the cartridge. So in here we find, I guess if you need to unjam something, you would lift this up. Okay, so that's where the paper comes out, presumably. There you have a little flap, so the paper can come out on there. In here, we will find all of our toner cartridges. So you can see that the black one is clearly larger than the colored ones because they're going to assume that you do a lot more black printing than color printing. They have a little instructional thing on how to replace your cartridges right here. And let's see if we can figure it out really quick. Okay, so you pull on it. Oh, that was easy. Okay, so there's the black toner cartridge. Remember that when you buy a laser printer or an inkjet printer, they usually come with starter cartridges. So, yeah, they're usually not actually full. Oh, what's this? Oh, weird. So this has like some yellow gunk in it. I have no idea what that's for. So I'm gonna actually have to read the user manual. If you can tell me what this is for, then please do. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and put my toner cartridge back in. All right, let's see if we can find some other features of this here network printer. So this appears to be the paper loading tray. There we go. So we load in our A4 letter paper. It looks like it takes a variety of different sizes depending how you want to adjust it. And then you just go ahead, fold it over, and chuck that in there. Hopefully it goes in a little bit more easily than it seems like. Yeah, there we go. All right. And wow, what is this? I don't know. Okay, well here's more access to the inside of guts of the printer, just in case you need it. Here's our interfaces. So there's your power button, power input, 1000 Ethernet, like you need gigabit on a printer, and then you've got a USB-B connector for data if you do want to hook it up directly to your computer. Here you have that button that's basically the something went wrong but I fixed it button. So if you run out of paper, it'll probably flash some kind of light. You put in more paper, press the button, and it should resume printing if it works like my printer at work does. It says, oh, here it has a lift handle because it is quite heavy. So if you are going to lift this printer, you should lift it by the lift handle. So I'm going to go install it now. Thank you for watching my unboxing of the CLP-310N color laser printer from Samsung.